we're back to talking about another new show on this series. In this case, we're looking at the show, or the miniseries, V, for Victory, and also Visitors. Let's look at part 1. What happened in part 1? An armada of extraterrestrial spaceships hover over the majority cities of Earth. The humanoid aliens called the Visitors claim they have come in peace to seek human help, but soon strange things begin to occur. Cameraman Michael Donovan secretly goes on board one of their ships to investigate. I'm gonna be honest, this is my first time ever watching this show, so, I have a bit of thoughts since I've never seen it. I'm gonna be honest and say that although I think the acting from this show is great, it really is. I'm gonna be honest, the first time we see the UFO, like when they first are flying over the cities and over the towns and houses, I did think it was kind of a little bit funny, and the fact that does not hold up. I mean, it looks great. The compositing looks nice, but it just looks kind of silly at the same time. I mean, it's not as silly as say something like a UFO on a string. But honestly, I gotta say this series so far, part 1, is pretty great. Some of the allegories in it is basically how can I say this? Basically, the aliens, the Visitors, in a way, they're an allegory for the Germans and the countries that are invaded are basically like the ones that were being invaded in World War II. Heck, there's a lot of things, say the uniforms are similar to them. And heck, even the posters that they post near the end of the episode where they say, "We are your friends," and all that, in a way, it is a bit of propaganda in the fact that the community, the cities and all that, say, "Hey, these guys may not be so great." Heck, even though they had William, played by Robert Englund, saves a guy. And I'll be honest, when I first watched this, I'm like, wait, that can't be. And it was. Robert Englund is in this series. And I gotta say, this is a great introduction to him, if you had never seen, his other projects besides Nightmare on Elm Street. And his character, William, is very likable. I mean, before the characters all, show, their, before they all say, "Hey, we are the bad guys," when the leader of the aliens basically goes, say, "Hey, you have all betrayed us," in a way, or something like that. And then, because at the beginning, they act very, approachable would be a word. And the fact that everyone is able to, say, "Hey, they seem like good dudes. They don't seem like Darth Vader." And heck, they even play Star Wars music in this episode, part 1, when the aliens come down and all that, and they say, "Here's what we're gonna do," because they need supplies on their planet. But I do have to say the reveal of what the visitors look like is pretty great. They're lizard man people. And yeah, honestly, I gotta say the acting for the show, like I said previously, is really good. Whether it is, like, say, the death of Ben, and, you know, his brother Elias is just for Michael Wright, whenever he's reacting to that, he does a great job. And I also, the moment where I like say, this symbolizes what the show is all about, is near the end of it, when Abraham is telling his son, hey, this family, when he's telling Stanley, like, say, hey, this family, they need to hide them, because this is the right thing to do. When he has that speech of, like, you know, him in the concentration camps in Germany and all that, it's a great sequence. He does a great job.
They'd shaved her head. I can still see her, waving to me as they marched her off with the others to the showers. The showers with no water. Perhaps if somebody had given us a place to hide. Don't you see, Stanley? They have to stay.
I mean, overall, I'm going to say this. I'm really excited about checking part 2. But that's how I feel. I'm really excited about this show.